Hello, my name is Pony7 and welcome back to Rise of Flight and Pat Wilson's Campaign Generator and Lieutenant Kaiser Cruel of the number 1 Squadron RAF. No, I have not forgotten about this campaign despite the appearance of Kuban being released in its new career mode and the Sea Dragons campaign coming out. I have not forgotten. I just haven't gotten around to recording it again. But here we are, we're going again. Back to the old trenches, the old biplanes, all the good old days. Kind of. Not really. No, not... Yes, good. Thank you for doing that, game. Let's get our mission: destroy enemy balloon near village. And we're number 2 in the fight. Alright then. That seems like a fairly easy mission. Fairly straightforward, fairly standard. Should be perfectly fine. In fact, I should be fine. No problems at all. So, I will break things off here to get us, and I will see you when we're ready to take off. Alright, welcome back. I was admiring the fact there's actually a scraping noise when you, turn the rudder. I actually hadn't noticed that. I guess normally it gets drowned out by the engine. That's a nice feature. That's a nice touch. Because it's got wood boards and all that. Right, we're ready to go. We just need to wait for a flight lead. There he goes. Not long after. There goes lead. Have to get used to the fact that these things torque a lot sooner, and they also take off a lot faster. And again, they got 2 wings. They got so much lift. This is gonna be something to get used to again. Can come in from the P-39 and the IL-2 from Kuban. This is gonna be a change of pace, which I think will be both a good thing and also possibly a very bad thing for both of those other careers, because then I'll try to dogfight even more. This will just reinforce that. So, enough enough gabbering on. I'll break things off here, and I'll bring you back once we come across the enemy. So I will see you then. Well, it looks like we're gonna have a fight before we can get to the balloon. Those are Eindeckers. You can see they only got a single wing. Right then, let's get to it. Time to earn our pay. And our fancy boots. I'm assuming we have fancy boots. I'm just gonna make it canon now that we have a fancy set of boots, so we gotta earn it. And they're all going after flight lead, in all very close formation, too. Oh, they tipped. Let's take this guy. He's got energy. Actually, oh, they collided, and he's dead. Gun jammed. Oh, wait, no, you're not a balloon. Oof. You are most definitely not a balloon. But you have a target over you, so we're gonna attack you, Oberleutnant. Oh, that was a Fokker above me right then. Alright then. So... I remember that there's Fokkers about. There's some good damage shots in there. He's leaking fuel, I believe. Or coolant, one of the two. It's a lot easier to aim a little bit because the planes are not moving as nearly as fast compared to, you know, IL-2. And the engagement distances are much shorter, and you can typically still actually see the enemy, and you can judge where your shots are going. Are you sure this wasn't a protective balloon mission? Also, I'm very much sure this is not a balloon. Also, my flight appears to have given up interest in helping. Also, yeah, that was a nice little maneuver there. Little hammerhead. Ammo! Ammo, ammo, ammo. That was a perfect shot. Oh man, that was beyond perfect. Yeah, just reload the gun while rotating beyond vertical upside down. It's fine. It's nothing wrong will happen then. You know, you won't lose the drum. Nothing bad will happen. One bullet hit. There goes a Newport. There he goes. Now make a good screenshot too. And I believe I'm flight lead now. Oh, there's another group of planes over there. Oh, there's still an enemy. Oh, there is still an enemy. Right, flip her around. I said flip her around. I guess this works, kind of. Semi. Not really, but it kind of worked. We didn't get shot at by him too much, so... all is well that ends well. And we're now on his 6 o'clock. Kind of. We're working our way there. We will outturn him. Some of those should have hit. Or may have went just in front. But we are now well and truly behind him. There goes his wing. So that would be 2 Fokkers. And we have a flight of unknowns over there. We're still good. We still got 2 drums left. Or maybe it's just 1. No, we got 2. Don't know how many rounds are left in that drum, though. And I believe I'm flight lead, so... I'm assuming we still have a flight to go through. And that we're supposed to be attacking a balloon. I mean, that's what we were supposed to be doing, but we ended up dueling with Eindeckers. And those could be more Eindeckers. Or DH2s. Or Eindeckers and DH2s, considering the fact that I thought I saw a pop of smoke out the back, which is something that Eindeckers tend to do a little bit. Those look like maybe 2 wings? You're just above the gun sight there, or rudder. Right about the middle. That's the formation there. I'm trying to discern if that's hostile or not. I think those are 2 wings, so those could be... I mean, it could be Halberstadts. Or it could be, you know, the H2s, or the FWs. There is a lot of planes in this area to have 2 wings, so... just going off 2 wings makes them not Eindeckers, but doesn't rule them out from being an enemy. But, I will break things off here, and I'll bring you back when something else happens, because I'm not sure what we're supposed to be doing now. So I'll see you then. Well, I spy with my little eye something that begins with B. If you haven't guessed it, we found a balloon. And our mission was to attack a balloon, so... despite it being landed and right beside its defenses... well, tricks dig scars and glory lasts forever. When has that phrase ever gotten me into trouble? We just have to get to the correct altitude to actually begin our attack, because we're too high. And a little bit too far out. Because I don't want to go too fast, considering the wings will rip. And there's a flight of aircraft there, but I believe they are friendly. It's just due to the way that the flak was shooting at them. Alright. Really? Okay, it jammed. It didn't run out. Aha! Nice little low pass as something whizzes past my head. Oh, it's dead. I did not expect that from a couple of hits. Also, ow. Okay, yes, I get the point. You don't like me here. I'm leaving. So far, it appears everything is still intact, though. Or at least on the plane. So, that's good. Okay, that was close. That was almost my engine gone. Although she does want to buck up a little bit more now. I'll have to keep an eye on the gauges a little bit. But let's head back across the lines now. Our work here is done. We killed the balloon. We can go home. So, unless we get jumped by somebody... I think that's the flight I was chasing over here initially. I mean, it's just a couple of holes. And we still got plenty of gas and, you know, 2 full drums of ammunition and 2 wingmen. If that's an enemy flight, I think we could take him. I think. Although I have no idea what they are. They're still a little bit too far out. So if we do come into contact with them, I'll bring you back. If not, I will see you back for a landing. Because, technically, we did just complete our mission. At least in my eyes, because it was attack balloon, not attack a specific fighter. So I'll see you then. Alright, welcome back. Our flight has rejoined a little bit. We're still a little bit staggered, and we're creeping up on this formation of DFWs. Mentally, I have the Jaws theme playing because I don't believe the gunners can actually shoot me down here. I mean, I think they still can, possibly, but I guess there's only one way to really find out. Although we are a little low on speed to be engaging in altitude, or engaging a target above us. But we are still climbing, so that difference is disappearing, and we're still actually closing. What are these guys carrying? Bombs? We're flying over their own lines? That just doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, now we're falling behind, but we're pretty much at their altitude. So now we just gotta get the speed going a bit, and already we're closing. So who will be our target? Let's pick on Tail End Charlie. Hello, Field Webble. Yes, and hello to a gunner who can't actually shoot me. Yes, I don't want any sauerkraut today. No, thank you. I'm here to give you baguettes. I mean, oh, this is a British squadron, so Team Crimpets would also work if we're delivering food as bullets. Now, come back here and stop shooting and stay still. This will only hurt once you hit the ground, or unless I hit you with a bullet. Which is possible. Not unlikely. Not likely, rather, but possible. Ah, time to reload. So that's half of our ammunition total used for 2 kills on a balloon so far. So possibly another kill here if I can actually close on the DFW. I was closing on him, and now he's gaining. Although now I'm closing again. So it's a mixed bag. Although he is quite aggressively shooting back. I can't see the horizon and all that, and the smog is too bright. I need to close. Which also puts me within gunner range, which is a unfortunate side effect. Those were high. I could tell without even seeing the tracer. Nose lifted right as I fired. Okay, that's the engine. Yeah, that is the engine. Thank you. I'm just shooting at a blob now. Okay, yeah. Oh, I thought my wing was broken for a second there. It's not, although we are taking quite a beating, and I cannot see anything. Oil. Please. Please go away. That wing's still intact, but our engine is damaged, so no DFW meals today. Oh, so why are you guys not engaging? Oh, so I just looked at my tail. That's starting to look very not good. Very, very not good. Oh, so this engine is gonna die any moment. I can feel it in the plane. Because it's starting to rock. You know, so the RPMs I think are dropping. Yeah, it's wavering. Yeah, this engine's not gonna last very much longer. So I think a good decision was made in the decision to start heading back. Although I believe we'll be landing without an engine today. Again. I mean, when do I ever land with an engine? Very rarely is the answer. Just looking to make sure there's nothing seeping out that I can't see from other than the stuff being splattered on my windscreen. Or rather, my face. And my windscreen. Now, will this actually protect me from the oil? If I do this? Survey says no. So there's no difference really between doing this and leaning down. Although I'm surprised the engine's held out. I really am. I would have expected it to die by now. But I guess we got a very lucky engine. Oh, so there's some bullet holes in that wing. All right, it's damaged. You are worrying me with your noise. How close you're coming. Holes in that wing. Is the wing bent a little bit? No, wing's good. All in all, I say we're not in too bad of a shape. I mean, our tail section is, well, not hanging on the best of ways to our aircraft. But all in all, I think we came up fairly good from that flight. So I will break things off here, and I'll bring you back when it's time to land, which will be literally any field or an airfield close by. So I'll see you then. Alright, welcome back to a, welcome surprise for me. The engine's still running. It hasn't given up the ghost yet. That's just me throttling down. It hasn't actually died. It's still working, which means I was spoiled for choice, and I decided to land, admittedly from the wrong direction, at this airfield. Although now that I've slowed down time acceleration, I can't see anything. Thank you, oil. I didn't need to see while I was landing. No. It's fine. It's fine. Put more oil on the screen. There, I can see through that gap of the oil. Oh, I tried to cover it up, but it didn't. Aha, I've got you at Fox game. We should be good. We should clear. Hopefully. Maybe. Okay, maybe not. Never mind. Just barely. Nope. Well, I mean, we're down on the ground safely, so, the plane can be repaired. It's fine. And we finally get to wipe the oil off. And I'm also surprised that, a tail managed to stay on as well as it did. Then again, it's mostly, covering damage, no actual real structural damage. So, I will see you back in Pat Wilson's for the debriefing. Great, welcome back. Pat Wilson's, let's do that combat report. Claims. 3 victories. 2 Fokkers, and a balloon. Submit report. Start the debrief. Damage. Alright, and lots of things. Actually, I didn't even check my map. That was our actual airfield. I just went, ooh, there's an airfield there. I'll land there. Because logically that makes sense. Well then. So our balloon target was down here. And we went all the way up here. Alright, let's see here. There's a large list of things that happened. He got a good job, Travis. You got a Fokker. And the guy was made a prisoner of war. We brought down 1. Alright, that was fight lead. He's dead. And then we got 2. And that's DFW. Actually, the DFW fight was the fight that we saw. And we didn't actually get to engage. We engaged over here. So he got 2. Brought down by AA. A-type. Okay, then. I guess that explains how it went up in flames and so little damage. Friendly fire. From a rapid-fire anti-aircraft gun. Okay, then. And then we were damaged. And damaged on landing. So we didn't get the credit for the AU type. Unless we get it in here. 2 Fokkers. That's the Fokkers. Claim denied for balloon. Okay, that makes sense. I thought it odd that only 1 or 2 bullets hitting it caused it to be destroyed, but it also makes sense considering he was on the ground and I pressed my attack very close to it. It was been killed in action. Lieutenant Farben Kobal has been transferred over. He's postmortemly awarded the Ward Stripe. Or rather, posthumously awarded the Wound Stripe. There we are. Back from our mission. Now with 2 more kills. So we're now an actual legitimate ace instead of a... How does that work, ace? So I feel better about being a legitimate ace now. Although we have lost 1 lieutenant, so it's not the best. But I'd like to thank you all for watching. And hopefully next time we'll not lose the lieutenant in charge of our flight. And also get a respectable number of kills at the same time. But I'll see you then.